All right, Coach. U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Minnesota Vikings. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. We're going side. 53 is the mic. Exit, exit. Say, lady.
On first down, it's Darnold. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Red 80. No, check the red 80. 2 right here. Let's go, D.
Back to throw, Darnold. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Lady.
On the ground, it's Cook. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Play action. It's Darnold. They'll find Taylor. That's complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes this 2nd and 9. To throw is Darnold. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 31-yard line. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
52. Watch 52. 52's the line.
A first down throw, Darnold. And he's got his man on the out route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Ito Smith, his first carry, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd down, it's Smith, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check it out, read. Check 9, check 9.
Shotgun now for Wentz. He is going to find Hill here. 23 yards on the play.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is
blitz coming, and down he goes. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. To try again after the sack. Wentz, and complete to Zach Ertz. And this is going to turn. Tackle is made at the Vikings 33.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Here we go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Watch the curve.
Now a play fake. Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Wentz to throw again. And he connects with Ertz. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, they have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
On play action, it's Wentz. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. A give to Smith out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Partner's been my experience that after 2 stops like that near the goal line, defenses only become bolder. They don't back off at all. I think they continue to bring pressure and force them to make a really big play against them.
Had the incompletion, then the run for no gain. Let's see now. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
61, match box, right.
Working from the gun, Wentz. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Cook. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
That's another Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Check right 54, right 54. Bandit, bandit.
On first down, Darnold. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now a run with Cook. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
I got it.
Darnold on 3rd down. And that's caught by Smith. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
I'm trying to collect. Young lady. Young lady.
Here's Darnold. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
14, Eagles 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
On second down now, it's Smith. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Boston Scott, his first carry. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Lefty. X3, 218, chopper.
After the penalty, it's Smith. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said,
he is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The open man is Smith. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
They'll try and run forward with Smith. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
1st down, Philadelphia.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Shit.
On play action, Wentz gets this one to Hill. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Here we go. Waiting. 54. Go. Hey, defense, let's go. Check. Recon, 132 fighter. Check. Here we go.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. They come out here in the I. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here we go now with Smith. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Ito Smith. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
Eagles 10.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there out of Cook. 51 yards on the ground.
That's good for the Vikings.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They run again on first down. Cook. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Second and 8 at the 21-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Watch 54. You must be dreaming. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash. Red 80. Young lady.
Now Darnold. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver, and it's third down. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
Last week was commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And he comes back with one complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a second and 3.
Brings up second and 3 at the 4-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a second and 3.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Now a give, right side. Taylor, and he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
Vikings 21, Eagles 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And it'll be first and goal at the 7-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They come out here in the I. Second and goal from the 1. They'll run for it with Cook. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They held him out on second down, and now here's third and goal.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Darnold. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Irv Smith Jr. in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. No surprise there. Third and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. A final shot before half for Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. From the 25 on second down, Wentz. That one complete to Hill. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Right there, 54, right there, right there. 50.
A first down carry for Smith. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, switch gears. No.
Wentz now to throw. On the move to his left. There he goes. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Darnold now to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Taylor. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by...
Job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
You.
Cook following the penalty. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Back to throw, Darnold. He's got Jack Doyle. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. First target, first catch, and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll run with Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now a give, right side. It's Taylor, and he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Here's Darnold. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns. Now it's a 21-point game. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Let's go.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
They'll run it again with Smith. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun now for Wentz. It's caught. Smith. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check 50. Check 50.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, will step aside. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Ito Smith, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack, but I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone. And into the offensive backfield, he's a heck of a player.
And there, a big TFL tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back, has bred this big defensive tackle.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Straight 15, straight 15.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he stopped up short of the 1st as they tackle him down at about the 36. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
It's our time. It's our time.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They have been superb, 5 for 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. To throw is Darnold. Nice move at midfield. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Darnold now. 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
That's going to be a long day.
On the carry, it's Cook. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
42-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Go. Go.
They run it again with Cook. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
3rd and 6.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been excellent. 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and 6.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he's able to find Diggs. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment to shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
It's Cook, and inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Check pass, check pass.
Here's Madison running on first down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Mike, 54. I know he ain't got it.
Now it's Darnold. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Let's go, boys.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
It's a party now.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Mike, 54. At the 8-yard line. That QB's trash. Let's go. And lady, watch twist. Watch twist.
Here's Darnold. It's complete to Diggs. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They run, Cook, and he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. That's caught inside the 20. It's a gain of 34.
A gain of 34 yards.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Wentz now on first down. It's Hill, complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
But there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
To throw again on second down. Wentz. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Carson Wentz with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's got it. So they convert to 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it looked like the Eagles got this back. Yes, Philadelphia football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. To throw is Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a third and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Throwing now is Wentz. Gets this one to Joshua Perkins. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 43. On first and 10, here's Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
I remember Coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, and now it's third down.
Here we go, Pac-Man. 120!
Now Wentz again. Dorsett's got it. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Wentz now on first down. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step one, the touchdown. You need a two-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if they're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for two again. That's why teams are practicing multiple two-point plays.
We saw that Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big two-point conversions. And hold the phone now. This game isn't over yet.
Not at all. Now, get the football back. That's the first thing. However you do it, get the ball back and then manipulate the clock with your offense because you've got to get the ball into the end zone.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
Go set. 53, check 53. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day. Set.
Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here.
Today's final score, Vikings.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Minnesota, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.